Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to Season 1, Episode 9 of my Palermo FIFA 16 Career Mode series. And you can see there Viviano accept the contract we offered him in the previous episode. But as you know, he's out on loan, but his contract was running out. Can't wait for him to join next season. Again, a training session here. You'll see how that plays out. But I've been seeing how we're going so far this season, and I want to put a challenge on myself. I want to try and reach a Europa League finish. So to finish 4th or 5th, because top 3, as you know, is Champions League qualification in Italy. So it's going to be hard, of course. It's not going to be easy. And thinking about that, I'm going to try and transfer list some players that aren't going to be good enough, like those 2 strikers. They are on the younger scale, but I can't see them developing into at least, like, the players we need at a minimum is mid-70s. And if they're not going to be that right now, or at least in the next couple seasons, yeah, can't really see them being part of the team. We should sell them and invest the money on those kind of players. But we are going to simulate at home against Frosinone. We should do well against them because they're at the foot of the table. Arroyo and Quaison both score a brace, but unfortunately we get a centre-back getting a red card, which is not ideal, but it was a fantastic victory and maybe something you would expect against the bottom team. Not very good, but it's a good result for us, most definitely. And that's why I will be simulating games, because, as I've mentioned previously, it's less than 4 months away until FIFA 17 is out. I want this series, the reason I started this career mode was to succeed with multiple teams. So I want to do well with Palermo. Ideally, that will be perfect how I would want it to go. If I could reach Europa League, and it would, to me anyway, it will feel more realistic than getting into Champions League. That will be ideal. Of course, I won't complain if I get into Champions League, and I wouldn't stop that if we could, but definitely don't think I can do that in the first season. Europa League would be interesting if we could reach that and see how I go, and maybe job offers will come in. Don't really know how it's going to pan out. It's best when you don't plan what's going to happen as well. You can say you want to win Europa League or Champions League, but if you just play it and just see how it plays out, pretty much. You can set goals for yourself as well, but yeah, don't restrict a certain thing that you want to happen. So you can play without any pressure, I suppose, and then it will be more exciting for yourself when you do actually achieve that. It's always good to have goals, I know. Right now, we want to offer Hylam. Well, yeah, he wants a new contract, but we can't offer him the amount he wants. So what I'm going to do is, hopefully I'm going to win the next cup game. You know, in this episode is against Roma. That is big for us, round of 16 Italian Cup. And I just hope we'll get some, like the money, like tournament bonus. And hopefully we'll be able to offer him a contract, because Hilimaki is a fantastic player for us. He's shown that this season. Very consistent. But we have a big game against the underperforming, we'll say, Fiorentina. They're actually 14th in the league so far this season. We're actually doing better than them. Thomas Toure, he's been a good signing for us this season. A unique one as well. I'm not sure if you've seen other people sign him before. And Vazquez, this guy has really surprised me. He's been so good. Not a lot of the time I can score a lot of goals with a striker with a low pace. Like, he's got low 70s, mid 60s pace for the speed attributes. But look at that shot. Did you see that curve? That was insane. Absolutely amazing from Franco Vazquez to score his 8th goal in the Serie A so far this season. And you may see some transfer interest for him, but I don't want to sell him. He's too good. As simple as that. He's so important to the team, 26 years old as well. He's ideal for what I want to achieve in the time for Palermo. But how about that from Josip Ilicic? That was a cracking goal. Some good goals in this game so far. Still fairly early in the game. But Ilicic, he's a fantastic player. I think he got a Team of Season card in Ultimate Team. Yeah, he's very, very good. You can see that there. He was in a lot of space, but then just, over goalkeeper there, was moving a little bit. And that's his 6th goal in the league for the number 72 for Fiorentina. And now, going into the second half, 60th minute around, this is when some changes will be looked to be made. Both teams want to try and win it. It's Cristante, who's been really good in recent times, and he sets up for Toure. We mentioned him before, and now he scores another goal. I'd like to talk about the signing of him. I feel the likes of he and Arroyo, they're really unique signings. Just to put it out there, have you seen anyone else sign them in career mode? Though, that's why I want it to be Palermo, because I've mentioned it before, but when you be a big team, like top 4 team, you wouldn't be signing these kind of players. There'll be higher expectations, I suppose, for you to sign bigger players or really high potential players as the young signings. So I really like it. Feels good when you sign these players that seem unique anyway. And he's on the ball once more. Thomas Toure, no one can stop him. Can he finish here? And he does. He makes it 3-1. About 10 minutes left in the game, and surely that will bag us the 3 points. That was just brilliant individual effort from Toure there. It's a big name, isn't it, Toure? And he's playing like a Toure right now, isn't he? And that's his 6th goal. He's finding his feet and really developing. You know, when we signed him, I talked about it in a few episodes. We signed him when he had 68 finishing, and now it's in mid-70s. We've trained him well, and now he seems like a great player. He can score fairly regularly, and that's exactly what you want from a striker. Obviously, he can play left midfield, so he is a versatile player. You can see down the left side, he cut in, got past a few players and scored. So he's good out wide, and the striker position as well, I feel he's good with Vazquez next to him. But I do feel we need another striker. We probably will end up selling Gilardino. He's aging, and he doesn't have the same effect as my other strikers. Like, he's got slow pace, but sure, Vazquez, they're the same, but yeah, Vazquez has got more about him. He can create, he has more power about him in his shots. Another player here we're just going to send out on loan, a young goalkeeper. He probably won't be good enough, though, just for the sake of sending him out on loan. Might be surprised how he develops. Another training drill, we'll see how we go here. There's some Bs, a couple Cs as well. Barlog is doing really well with his training. I feel as though we can get him to at least a 70 overall by the end of the season. And then, yeah, maybe he can make impact more next season. But we do need to sign at least one more striker minimum. Vazquez, here's the offer. Crystal Palace. You would think Palermo, 14 million will be great. But I could even negotiate higher, maybe like 18, 19 million, maybe 20 million. But he's a key player for the series. You probably notice that I don't sell players that I have on my thumbnail. But yeah, because obviously I see them as key players and I don't want to sell them. / I don't want to get another thumbnail for the series. That would just, yeah, it's easier just to decline the offer for those kind of players. And because he's been our best player, clearly, that's more obvious. That's the real reason. That's the main reason. You don't sell your best players. That's the thing as a manager I like to do. I keep my best players, as simple as that. You can't let them go. But big game here against Roma in the Italian Cup, and that man Vazquez has an early opportunity, but it was straight at Szczesny near post. Quaison tries to get past, tries to play it through. Can he pass it now, or is he going to try and do it on his own? There was a slide tackle that missed. Quaison passes short to Toure, getting involved, but that was a bit narrow. That shot was going for the near post smash, but now it's Roma into the second half, and that was a really, really well-passed goal. The goalkeeper, yeah, it was perfect timing for Roma, how they passed that, because I was kind of going up a little bit. My goalkeeper, Perotti, ended up scoring that. Bit disappointing from my point of view. We'll take a look at the replay right now. That's really good passing, even in the lead-up before that pass. See, the goalkeeper just went up, so a bit bad timing by myself, so that was a bit disappointing. But Diego Perotti scores his first goal in the cup. He's a talented player, Diego Perotti. I've used him a few times over the FIFA, like last FIFAs I've used him like Ultimate Team or just playing online, that kind of stuff. I actually like Roma as a team. They're pretty decent, like they've got a good squad. I like playing with them. But now it's Vazquez. He turns. Can he create the space for himself? Look at this. He just holds off all these players and he goes so close. Oh, I just paused the game in frustration. Like, if you want to know how I was feeling in that point of time, I was like, what more could I do? Instead of throwing my controller and breaking it, I just paused the game out of frustration. So that's probably why I haven't, broken my control. Even though FIFA does make me frustrated. But anyway, yeah, that was a bit disappointing because that was a fantastic piece of individual play by Vazquez going back on that. And it was really hard to... That's why another reason, because against these bigger teams with good players, it's hard to create opportunities, and to me that was one of the best opportunities. We both did have 3 shots on target though, so it was fairly a tight game. And yeah, opportunities were few and far between, unfortunately for us. So yeah, we're just going to have to move on now, and hopefully we can continue the good form, because we are going to lose some games here and there, but hopefully we'll be able to continue on from that result and yeah, get a better result next time around and continue the form we've been in. I feel as though we're doing all right. But anyway, you guys, if you're enjoying this series so far, don't forget to drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new, of course, as well, for regular FIFA videos. Much more coming, but that's it for now. I'll see you guys in the very next episode.